we are locked in, okay, together. Is we must play together. Focus and discipline, okay? Don't forget the discipline. We're gonna put it on them, okay? We're gonna put it on them. Gonna be a dogfight. Nothing's easy, okay? But we're gonna put it on them for 60 minutes.
Shotgun snap. He fires for the end zone. Touchdown. The Panthers pull it in, and that is Trey Tipton, the young man from Apollo Ridge.
Football taught me how to be a man. Adversity has been an incredible road for me, especially with football. And it taught me how to grow up and be a man towards it, and taught me how to fight back against all odds. So definitely that's the thing that I appreciate most about football, is it taught me how to be a man.
That was just a complete collapse of the pocket, allowing Salim Brightwell, the middle backer, to get to him.
The biggest thing this game taught me is the fundamental of being a hard worker and just working to get what you want in life, as well as teamwork, that you gotta be good to work with other people to be successful in life, to grind, to be better than the other people around you that's trying to beat you. Just like any other job in the world, you gotta wake up early, you gotta work for what you want. So that's some of the stuff football taught me.
Gonna throw the end, broken up at the 29-yard line. Damar Hamlin.
It taught me a lot. It taught me that everything's not gonna go your way. It taught me how to get back up when you get knocked down. It taught me you're gonna have some rough days, you're gonna have some great days. It's pretty much taught me a lot about life.
Back in the pass, out of that reverse, and it's intercepted at the 28-yard line. Intercepted by the Panthers, and a good job to step in that lane by Dane Jackson.
Love, passion, a lot of self-control, courage, all of those things.
All right, 1 on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Got good leg into it, and he knocked it through from 54 yards out. What a start for the Panthers.
How to be disciplined, responsible, dedicated. It's done more for me outside of football than actually in football. It's a sport where it takes hard work and dedication, and the things that you do are important, whether that be getting to a meeting on time or getting to practice on time, or just being a responsible young man.
Pickett is back. Here's the blitz. He throws a pass down the middle. It's caught inside the 15, at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Panthers from 27 yards out.
I'd say leadership. That can carry me anywhere I go, and after the game, after I hang them up and in the workplace and stuff like that. But honestly, I'd probably say the number one thing was adversity and how to bounce back from adversity. Just get knocked down and be able to come back the following week and give it everything you got and be the same guy in the facility every single day. So these guys, no matter what, win or lose, I'm the same guy that comes in here and is ready to work. So adversity is definitely probably the number one thing I'll take away from the game.
Okay, when things going back and forth, let's talk about the ups and downs and the adversity we're gonna go through, and you guys do what you did, it's unbelievable.
It starts as a game, a gathering of friends. And slowly, as some begin to sit back, others stand out. The joy of playing turns to passion. And as the skills develop, so do the minds. And they begin to seek challenges, peers, and mentors to further their abilities and opportunities. The love and passion becomes a thirst for people in a place
We make history today in Pittsburgh.
that will embrace and push, a hunger for excellence,
Clinch the ACC.
and to be in and among champions. These are the dreamers, scholars, leaders. These are the guides, teachers, mentors. And this is the opportunity, the challenge, the place. This is Pitt Beyond the Script.
This week on Pitt Beyond the Script, we'll sit down with Coach Narduzzi as he preps the Panthers for a primetime Thursday night showdown with North Carolina. We'll visit with Coach Capel as the men's basketball team kicks off its season. The men's soccer program defeated NC State and advances to the semifinals of the ACC tournament for the first time in program history. We'll recap and get to know one of Coach Vidovich's key players.
Edward Kiza gets the Panthers on the board. Who else?
Some goodwill off the field. We accompany Coach Alonzo Webb and the Panthers track and field team as they spread a little warmth in the community through Project Bundle Up. This week on Pitt Beyond the Script.
He gets the snap. He wants to run. He's down to the goal line.
Ball's out.
The ball came out, and the Panthers pick it up, and they're running with it. Look out, coming up the field, 25-30, 35-40. It is Cam Bright on the run. They're still chasing him. He's at the 30, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the Georgia Tech 25-yard line. And look at the energy on that Pitt bench.
What a
wow.
play.
Hello and welcome to Pitt Beyond the Script alongside football head coach Pat Narduzzi. I'm Rob King of AT&T Sportsnet. Coach, we're going to do a little bit of double duty here, looking back to Georgia Tech, even though it was a little bit more than a week ago, and looking forward to the game against North Carolina on Thursday night at Heinz Field. First, when you go back to Georgia Tech, you get the victory. How did you feel about your team's performance?
Well, I think anytime you go on the road and get a victory in the ACC, it's obviously big. Since then, you saw what a battle Georgia Tech gave Virginia last week and almost pulled that game off. Again, everybody in the ACC keeps getting better every week, so the games get harder. But Georgia Tech's a good football team. We knew they'd come ready to play. And again, I think our kids played solid. Our defense played outstanding. Our offense scored enough points to win the football game.
Pickett throwing it again inside the 5 on target and diving into the end zone for the touchdown is Chucky Jacques-Louis.
When you get a couple of extra days, does that give you an opportunity to do more self-scouting, or is it just business as usual?
It's business as usual, but it does give you a lot of time to go back and look at what you've done offensively, defensively, and even special teams wise. As far as tendencies, trying to make sure you're really making sure there's nothing that you're giving away to the opposing team. So you have extra time to do a lot of really self-scout, and also more on what North Carolina is and looking for some details there that you might miss in a shorter week.
I'm going to talk about North Carolina in a moment, but I'm curious, is that pullback? Do you find one or two things that it's hard in the grind, right? I mean, day after day after day, you're kind of getting ready for the next opponent, taking a look at what you've done. Does the extra day or two allow you to say, this is something we can maybe tweak a little bit or improve upon?
No doubt. I mean, I think we do that every day, even in a shorter week than we've got, in preparation for North Carolina. So we're always looking for something that makes us a better football team.
I need power, fella.
Mack Brown comes out of retirement to take over North Carolina. Obviously, he had success there the first time around. Is there a style to a Mack Brown coached team?
I think Mack's done a great job at hiring coordinators that know how to run his offense and defense that he'd like. I think he's smart enough as a head football coach. He wants to be the CEO and let his coaches coach, and I think that's what he does. But they've been productive on offense and defense, and they lost 5 games by 19 points or less. Big win against South Carolina, Miami, Florida, and had a 1-point loss to Clemson. So it's a good football team coming in on Thursday night.
Sam Howell's a freshman quarterback who's done a great job for Mack Brown. Really was his biggest get on recruiting day. 26 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. You guys have done a great job at getting after quarterbacks. Is there something he does? Does he get rid of the ball quickly? Is there something about the scheme that makes him difficult to get to and makes him effective?
You know what? Obviously, they've done a great job coaching him. He's a young kid that doesn't make bad decisions, as you've talked. But they do a lot of RPOs. It's going to be, normal downs, it's 50% RPO. They're going to run the ball. They're going to throw, to one guy. And he's very accurate. I mean, that's the thing. He's accurate. He knows where to go with the ball, and he hasn't hurt the football team.
Pitt Panthers with a victory last time out against Georgia Tech. Bowl eligible now. I know you're looking for more, and good luck on Thursday night against North Carolina.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it.
All right, stick around. We still have more to come. We're going to be talking with men's basketball head coach Jeff Capel when we resume on Pitt Beyond the Script.
Responding to being a great football team, and that's what we got in here. Don't you ever question that. 1, 2, 3, go man!
We have won Pitt's first Coastal Championship.
Intercepted at the 29-yard line.
And he's gone! Matthews. Got it! Panthers win!
Hail to Pitt.
Congratulations to head coach Dan Fisher and the Pitt volleyball team.
It's a wonderful kind of end to senior day for just a neat group of girls, and I'm glad they could do it, here at home. And we have a lot of depth. We know we can win.
In defeating both Georgia Tech and Clemson this weekend, the Panthers secured a share of the ACC Volleyball Championship for the 3rd straight year. And no better honor for this year's seniors than notching their 25th win of the season and cementing their #2 national ranking. Congratulations, Pitt Volleyball, and hail to Pitt. You're watching Pitt Beyond the Script.
We're out here with the Project Bundle Up, sponsored by WTAE. This is our 2nd time coming out here. And this year it's with the kids from the Hill District in Homewood, which is pretty exciting for us. And my wife actually was born and raised in the Hill District, so this is pretty special for us this year.
Do you like it?
It fits me.
You like the Steelers too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's perfect then.
We're shopping for some clothes. Our little man over here found some really cute stuff. Almost all of it is Jordan. He loves basketball. He's got his Jordan shoes on right now, so he's excited to have some more accessories to match.
Say hi to the camera. We did this last year and the year before, so it's cool to help out the community. We have like a responsibility. They look up to us. Because when I was younger, seeing college athletes, especially at Pitt, to be able to hang out with them and have a conversation and help out little kids, it's cool.
I see you. I see you. It's going good so far. We got coat, some scarves, some gloves, a hat. It's going good. We're having a good time. She's fun. I like her. She's a hyper one, but I like it. You're still running?
Got my new buddy Elijah. He's up here. You go say hi, Elijah?
Go fast!
You gonna go fast? But yeah, it was great today. I made a new friend, had fun. Glad I got up and did it.
I think it's really important to get involved in the community because making relationships with other people and like making an impact in your community and not only making an impact in your sport.
I think it's important for the kids just to feel like they get things that they may need that they might not be able to like afford right now, and just to let them know that like there's people out here that care about them. And
one of the things that I've learned being a student athlete is that it's really important to give back to the communities that come out and support you. So by taking the time to meet people who are out here trying to support what we're doing, we want to support them and make sure they're taken care of, you know?
You're watching Pitt Beyond the Script.
From the corner, Champagnie knocks down the triple. Pitt in front again, 54-52, 4.5 to play. Johnson scurries his way down the lane on his way to 2 points. Pulls up from the elbow, the fadeaway, no good. And the rebound, no opportunity for Williams. A season-opening ACC victory for Pitt.
Welcome back to Pitt Beyond the Script alongside men's basketball coach Jeff Capel. Good to have you here, Coach. I want to jump into a couple of games that you've got under your belt before we talk about your team in general. What did you think overall about the team's performance against Florida State? Down 9, able to scrabble back and come away with a victory.
Well, I thought we fought. That was the main thing. I thought we won the game because for that 40 minutes, I thought we were the tougher team. And we did all the dirty work. We took 3 charges. We out-rebounded them. We valued the basketball. We forced turnovers on their end. We forced them to shoot a low percentage. And we just made big-time plays. I thought it was an amazing night. The crowd was great. First time people back in the Pete. So seeing all the changes that were made in there. And I thought our guys really fed off of the emotion of the zoo, of the fans. And we did some really, really good things in that game. We beat a very, very good Florida State team.
There were moments in that game, towards the end of the first half. Murphy, McGowan had his moments in the second half.
And the sophomore guards for Pitt showed poise and maturity in the midst of chaos and got it done.
Xavier Johnson had his moments. Champagnie hit a couple of three-pointers for you. It seemed like when you needed a big basket, various guys were able to come through.
Murphy wants another 3. He's got it. And Pitt takes the lead by 1.
We had so many guys step up. Terrell Brown played terrific, and especially in the second half. I thought one of the biggest plays was Trey McGowan's went up out of his area and snatched the rebound. I thought that was a big-time play, and it kind of set the tone for the rest of the game. Justin hitting his threes that allowed Xavier to drive and get to the basket and get a layup to give us the lead for good. Guys stepping up and making big-time free throws, getting a defensive rebound. Just a lot of plays like that that were really, really good, and different guys stepping up and doing it.
Did you enjoy opening up with an ACC game?
I enjoyed it because we won. But it was hard, just from the standpoint of you're playing against a really good team. Normally you kind of can get into a rhythm a little bit before you face a team like that. And with Florida State, you can't simulate their size and their athleticism. And so they make the game really ugly in a good way for them because they're so good defensively. And so it presented a different type of challenge.
Is it hard, and I don't want to start spoon-feeding you excuses, you don't need them, but Nicholls a much better team than people thought. Was it hard for the kids maybe emotionally to get over that and get ready for Nicholls team? And is that part of the learning process?
It's part of the learning process. And so, you know, one of the things I learned from the guy that I played for and that I worked for 7 years, and he talked about this a lot when I was there as his assistant coach for 7 years. Sometimes your biggest opponent is human nature, and that's just the reality. And I thought Nicholls was a very good opponent. They're a better team than people realize, but also we were fighting human nature. And as a coach, I knew it. I knew what was getting ready to happen because A, I know that they're good, but B, I knew the energy wouldn't be the same in the building. It's a noon game. It's a very quick turnaround. We were emotionally spent, even though it's the first game, so you have the excitement of the first game and also a conference game and the joy of winning, and it shows that we still have a ways to go as far as maturity because we had a moment to show maturity and to be mature, and we didn't handle it the right way.
I don't want to overlook Terrell Brown or any other returning players, but your first recruiting class, we know about the 3 players, Johnson, McGowan's, Tony. How have they progressed from season 1 over the summer and now early on, I understand, in season 2?
You know, I think they've all gotten better. I don't think necessarily these 2 games have shown it, but we have seen progress from all 3 guys. They're in better shape. They understand college basketball a little bit more. They're tougher. They've become more, better leaders. They're progressing. It's going to take some time. You know, they have better players around them now, I think, and so now it's, okay, how do we play with other really good players? Learning how to do that, where especially with Trey and Xavier, it was so much on them last year, and they had to do everything. You don't have to do everything now, and so to understand that and understand at times to slow down a little bit.
Able to get another recruiting class under your belt, and again, I don't want to pin too much too early, but do you like what you've seen so far to your freshman class?
I do. I think those 3 guys have gotten better since they've gotten here this summer. It's just now about being consistent. You know, for those guys, it's probably harder. Their first college basketball game was against Florida State, an ACC game. And I thought, Justin and Gerald did some really good things in that game. Kareem didn't get a chance to play. And so the emotion of that, and then how do you get it as an 18-year-old? How do you rev yourself up again? That's something that was very difficult for them. But I like them. I think all 3 of them are going to be really good and be a big part of what we're doing as we're building this thing.
So you open up with Florida State. You get a Nicholls team that took Illinois to overtime. Then you get a couple of regional matchups in Robert Morris and West Virginia. So right into the fire because, Robert Morris, this is going to be a huge game for them. And then West Virginia, the backyard brawl, big for the entire Pittsburgh community.
Yeah, I thought our schedule was very challenging. We obviously you open with Florida State. We knew Nicholls was going to be good, didn't know they were going to be that good. Obviously, Robert Morris, Andy has done an amazing job with the program. They have a culture there. They play really hard. They're together. They execute. They defend you. They're physical. And they play their behinds off. And now he has some older guys in the program. He has some continuity. And you have the emotion of opening up a new building. And so we know that will be a very, very big challenge for us. And then obviously West Virginia with their athleticism, their style, they present a different type of challenge. And so we have to be prepared. It comes at us really quickly once you get started, and we have to be prepared for it.
Fun to watch and always enjoy spending time with you, Coach. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
All right, stick around. We still have more to come when we resume on Pitt Beyond the Script.
Oh, great feed down low and stuck
Ripping it home. Justin Champagnie. Wow, what a pass. One-hand pass by Xavier Johnson.
I love the connection that we're starting to develop together.
X-Man drives all the way in. Alley-oop jam by Brown. Audice Tony, 15-footer is good. McGowan goes in for the jam. Wow! And the place is on fire.
We have to fight for it, we have to want it, and we have to go take it. That's our focus right now. We're gonna be good. Trust me on that.
You're watching Pitt Beyond the Script.
This defense for the Panthers is so fast.
Panther blue shirts flow into the football.
Yeah, well, football is a very interesting game because it's the greatest team game out there. You got 11 guys that have to work in concert with each other. We're just one cog in the wheel. The linebackers are just one piece in this big machine that's having a lot of production and success this year because the other players around us are having that much success and production as well. All these position rooms are the exact same as the linebacker room. We've got depth, we've got athleticism, and we've got guys that are willing to go attack.
This defense is much fun to watch.
They are, they're fast.
Salim Brightwell has been just such a staple to our room ever since he's been here, right? It's his 5th year, and how awesome it is to watch as his coach, him go through that transformation. And it leads by example a ton, has become more vocal, has been very unselfish and done everything we've asked him to do. So just extremely proud as his coach.
Boy, he took a huge hit from Kylan Johnson there. How about that impact from the grad transfer from Florida?
Well, Kylan Johnson, we knew that there was a chance that he could be a very good player. When he came in and started to learn and pick it up and feel comfortable and get his feet wet, we knew we had something special, and he's really blossomed in this system, you know, and he's been a guy, again, a guy who's brought good leadership and maturity as an older guy coming in. He's been in a college program, he understands what it takes, and he's come in and really invested himself, invested before he got here, invested when he got here, and is really paying off for him now with the production and the success he's having on the field.
Good job bouncing around, don't show it to him.
Well, we've had a couple transformers come from safety and come from wide receiver and come from other positions, and Phil Campbell is the latest to do that. And again, you can't do it unless you invest. And he's put the time in. So I'm very proud of the way he's come along because he's putting the time in and accepted that new role. And that's what it takes. It takes, hey, listen, I'm going to go to a new position and I'm going to put my everything into it, and I'm going to take coaching and I'm going to do those things and I'm going to execute on the field. And that is why he's having success. And what a great person to bring into the room, a guy that's that driven, that wants it so bad. And you're really starting to feel that now as he starts to get very comfortable playing linebacker coming from safety.
Shotgun snap, big rush, and he ducked the first wave, but he doesn't duck the second wave. And down he goes back at the Syracuse 48-yard line with pressure by Phil Campbell III.
Our staff is set up very defensive, right? We have a head coach who played linebacker, who's coached linebacker, who's been a D coordinator. We have a defensive coordinator in Coach Bates that's coached linebacker. So we're a very linebacker-centric team. I've grown so much in my 5 years here just listening to other coaches coach, whether it's our position, whether it's bouncing things off Coach Narduzzi. Shame on me if I don't learn from those people. Coach Narduzzi and Coach Bates, linebacker guys, help me out every day, and I am all for the better for that, for being here with those guys. The best defense in the country wins the game.
Congratulations to the Pitt Panthers, another big ACC win.
And for Alexander Dexter, it comes in, they shoot and score! Edward Keza, his second of the night, and it's the game winner!
I think we had a tremendous start, to the match. The goal was well founded off, off our defending and quick counters, and we were finding some joy in that. And then I think we kind of faltered out a little bit. and just tried to hang on in the half, and I think that continued in the second half. Overtime, couldn't be asked any more of the guys from their heart and mentality to tactically what they did and how we found the goal was just fantastic.
And now here's the Panthers going forward. Petkovic plays it left side. Dexter Alexander drops it off, and the game's first goal. Kiza, the first goal of the game for the Panthers.
We had to step it up. We can't let our fans down. There's too many people here who want to see if we're good and if we want to fight for Pittsburgh. And that secondly was tactically we wanted to put pressure on their number 2, so he couldn't hit the long diagonal balls into the 7 and the 10 coming off them. So they were able to do that. And then on the attack, we wanted to find the half spaces, seams, get the ball on a switch to Velko, could push Dexter behind and find anybody in the box. So just be ruthless.
Dexter, it comes in, they shoot and score!
4 years ago, there was a dog and a couple parents maybe in the stands, and to see it packed like that and pulling for the people, it really helped us out, and I'm just really happy for the boys.
My name is Edward Kiza. I'm from Uganda. I'm going to be a rising junior, and I'm Pitt men's soccer, number 9.
Forward for Dexter, into the middle, Kiza, and it goes in! Edward Kiza gets the Panthers on the board. Who else?
I think for me growing up back in Uganda, like all I ever did was just playing the game, playing soccer. Because growing up, I didn't really have anything. So like my parents paid for me to go in good academic schools, but like soccer-wise, my parents never really bought me like a soccer ball or cleats or something.
And he ends up with an amazing goal here.
That is truly amazing. My brother, Ivan Kakembo, he had an academy, he had a foundation, so we used to go all the time, Wednesdays and Saturdays. And then from that, and even back home, there was a big soccer field. So with that, we used to go like every evening, playing pickup games. I think I just developed as a striker.
Puts it away, Kiza, as he's been doing all year, and tallies another goal to his record this year.
For me, it's just the dedication, just knowing where I'm from. So with that, I'm able to push myself every day just to be the best I can.
Dexter Alexander drops it off for the game's first goal. Kiza. And getting in is Kiza, and he scores! The delivery, and it's a Kiza party in Pittsburgh.
I think when I knew it was the right time for me, just when I came down to Pittsburgh, the coaching staff was amazing. And I looked at the facilities they had to offer to me. I think with that, the facilities and the academic support and the staff, I think the staff played really a great role for me coming here. Coach Jay, the way he wanted to play the game, I believed in his vision of building the program. With that, I wanted to be part of that. We have one goal to win a championship. So with that, you need all the people around you to become as a team. So like every day I got push myself and push all my teammates who are next to me. That's why I work hard every day, so I could be able to provide for my family and also giving back to the community. Start a foundation of my own and just help our kids who don't have the same opportunities as others. I think that's why I play the game.
Comes in, they shoot and score! Edward Kiza! And it's the game winner that launches Pitt into the semi-final round of the ACC tournament.
My name is Edward Kiza. I'm from Uganda. I'm on the Pitt men's soccer team, and you're watching Pitt Beyond the Script. Is that good?
That's perfect, man. Thanks for watching Pitt Beyond the Script.